How can we scientifically test a phone's resistance to drops? Have we always been on this path?
Casually drop freely, the testing threshold is very low. Everyone can participate. But when two phones are dropped from the same height, one breaks while the other doesn't. So this test isn't very scientific and has a completely random element.
Testing and controlled variable testing with repeatability.
However, another problem arose. It cannot simulate the movements of a human hand because it has no joints. And this is our bionic drop tester. Its robotic arm can simulate the joints of a human hand, allowing the phone to drop from the same height, in the same posture, and at the same angle, eliminating the element of luck.
The main focus of this episode is the Redmi Note 15 Pro. The official test is a 2-meter drop repeated 50 times, but today we are challenging a higher difficulty. The Redmi Note 15 Pro will be dropped 100 times on this bionic drop tester. Let me report the test conditions to everyone. The ground material is granite. The robotic arm first grabs the phone, then simulates a human hand rotation at a height of 1.7 meters. The pneumatic claw releases the phone, and each drop has exactly the same posture. This ensures the repeatability of the test, making each drop identical, which is what testing is about.
"100 times, finally finished testing. I stood here without moving my feet at all, and the phone is still this phone."
Let's take a look at the Note 15 Pro to see if it is still intact. The glass is undamaged, the display is undamaged, and there are no functional failures, just a few minor dents on the frame. Let's congratulate the Note 15 Pro for passing the 100 times bionic drop challenge. Based on the results of 100 simulated drop tests, we are confident that the Note 15 Pro can withstand your accidental drops. Even if you accidentally drop it once every 3.6 days on average, it can ensure no accidents for a year. Why is this generation of Little King Kong so resistant to drops? Because it uses Xiaomi's flagship Dragon Crystal glass, first launched with the Xiaomi 14 Pro. This is a special microcrystalline glass with a clean process where the crystals act like a protective net to block cracks during drops, making the phone doubly resistant, 10 times more drop resistant.
Next, let's talk about the water resistance that everyone is concerned about. When I used to do phone repairs, 6 out of 10 phones were damaged by water, so the damage rate is even higher than accidental drops.
This time the test can be summed up in 3 words. Focused on strength. This is a high and low temperature thermal shock test chamber. We will simulate 50 degrees in Turpan and minus 30 degrees in Moat. We will test the Note 15 Pro in extremely hot and cold environments for 2 hours.
Let's wait and see if the Little King Kong can survive. The hot and cold temperature shock from 50 degrees to minus 30 degrees has ended. Let's take out the Little King Kong and check it. Look, the Little King Kong is still playing short videos.
After 2 hours of testing, the device endured high and low temperature impacts, which also reflected the battery performance. The device did not experience shutdown, restart, or water ingress issues, and it perfectly passed this challenge. The high-quality Note 15 Pro has passed 4 levels of waterproof certification: IP66, IP68, IP69, and IP69K. These 4 waterproof levels are not downward compatible, and the certification standards for each level are different. Among them, IP69 and IP69K are the most difficult. It has to pass the high temperature and high pressure water spray test, meaning that everything from screws and sealing rings to speaker interfaces can withstand such high temperature and high pressure impact.
The pressure of the high pressure water gun is 12 megapascals, washing the phone at 360 degrees for 20 minutes.
We conducted waterproof tests and high and low temperature tests thoroughly. The final conclusion is actually quite simple. It's not absolutely unbreakable, but the probability of it breaking is minimized. 10 years ago, we said Little King Kong was affordable. Today, when we talk about Little King Kong, it is synonymous with solid reliability.
The quality of Little King Kong is top-notch.